Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our section CG for all. So we will see Java 8, what all the functionality we have and how to use. With an example, we will see the syllabus for the Java 8. We will cover and one section we will cover in a one day. So let's see what are the topics we cover in the Java 8. We will cover default and static method, for each method, functional interface, lambda expressions, Java Stream API, Java Time API, collection API improvement, Java IO improvements, and many more. Agenda of the today is static and default method. So please keep the agenda in mind and let's start the today journey. Be cool. Let's explore the interface and its member variable, member methods today. So let's start first things. First thing is default method. So basically we have a interface. So interface from the Java 8 onwards, we can define one default method. So let's see with an example. So here we have an interface. I am defining one test method. So this interface contain the default method. So here we can define when we use this default method, when we want any default implementation of a class method, so will be used from the interface directly itself. No need used to take an interface, take an abstract class. There we have to define concrete method, then we have to take on class. So one layer we can directly reduce with the using of this default method. So hope is clear. Let's go for the next topic. Be keep it with us. So till last we will see how can we use the interface in all the architect also. So let's go to the next sections. So we also know that interface already resolve the diamond problem, that already we are aware. So now we see that what is the advantage over the default method in the abstract method. Okay, we will reduce our implementation. Second thing, we will see static method. So what is the use of the static method, how we will, what is the skeleton and what is the simple design of this static method. So this static method we can use as a utility method. So what is this utility method? Let us understand with an example. Let us consider we have an static method. Here we are defining an static method. So this static method, we have public void test. So interface can have a static method from Java 8 onwards. We can implement that. So we have many utility methods. Let us example date example, return the sum of a two number, multiplication of a number, all that. No need to take the utility class, directly we define in the interface and use that. How can we use that? Let's define one IMPL class. So I have already implemented this IMPL class. So this static method we can use directly like a class. Okay, so we can with an our interstatic method we can call that. Okay, so when we run this, let's run and see is working clearly. So we have static method also. Let us see next example where we have static method, default method and abstract method all combined in a single example. Let's see that. So we have one course default method, we have one web design, we have add method, we have subtract method. This is like a utility package for us. So we need one class where we have to implement this interface. So first and foremost point, we cannot override the static method. Clear? So let's see that. So we have an add method we define in our interface. We cannot override that. So when we try to override, it's giving an error. So clearly we understand we cannot override that. So we want to use, we can define on add method, but it's not advisable to name of the two method as the same. So like in a home, we have a two people. It's not good to take the same name, right? So then ambiguity will happen. Same thing It's not a good practice to give the add method name as the same. So I am commenting now. So now let us understand. So what we are doing here, so we are creating the object for the access class, and we are using the course method. Course is a default method in our interface. Here what we are doing, we are overriding that. So when we are overriding means we are providing the specific implementation of that particular method. If we want to use this specific implementation, we have to override and implement. If we want to use the default implementation, we can use the interface itself. Okay. And access of web design. Web designing, we have a default method. No, we have abstract method. We must should be implement that because we this is a class. So we have implemented here. Clear? Second thing, we have int b access dot add. Access is the object of a access class. So we should be call the access of a access class which belongs in the add method. Okay. This add class belong to access, not in the interface, because we are using the object of the access. Okay. Second thing, so we are with the interface, we are using the add method. So you should be call our interface like an utility we can use. Second thing, we are sub and we are printing here. So let's run this example and we will see what the output we will get. Let's run. So when we will run, first thing is course giving from the our access class. Second thing, web designing is a default, is an abstract method. We will get the output from our access class. Second thing, a static method, we are defining the int b. We are calling the add method of the access class. It will giving the output 0b, and it will also telling that if we try to override the static method, is giving an error. So not possible to override the static method. After that, we will see 6 and 2. 6 and 2, the output coming from our these two method where we have defined in our interface itself. So this is the example of combined all three. We have here abstract method, we have a default method, and we have a static method. So just now we have understand the basic implementation of that, all that. Let's see an skeleton of an interface and how to use the interface. Basically, first we will understand the where we use the interface in our project. Let's understand. So we are defining a project either in India or in UK, Silicon Valley or Johannesburg, wherever you are implementing, or if either any across the globe, anywhere you are implementing. Basically, higher level we are almost same. Top level I am talking about. UI layer is talking to controller, controller talking to service layer talking to down layer. So basically, is all this four layer, service layer and down layer is using the interface. So basically service layer method and DAO layer method, both are the replica of each other. Basically we are calling UI to DAO database. So this service layer calling to the database layer. So basically both are the same. So both the places we are using interface. So generally what is the skeleton of this interface? Let's see that. Interface having first things, we can define any attributes in an interface that should be public, static and final. Apart from that, we have one default method. When we use the default method, when we want the default implementation of any method, so there we can use in the default method. Okay, we can override that also. Second thing, in interface we can use the any abstract method when we want to delegate our functionality to other class, so that is abstract method. After that, we have some utility packages use as a library, we can use that also. Okay, so this is the basic skeleton of any interface, and this all the interface generally we are defining in our service layer and down layer. Hope is clear. So thanks for the today journey. So in the next sections we will see the functional interface, how can we use from the Java apps onwards with an example. Thanks for the watching our video. So do not forget to subscribe our channel. If you have any doubt, please drop us a mail, drop us a comment on the YouTube. You have number, you can call us, you can mail us. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you.